And welcome back, everyone, to the Eat, Drink, Explore Sunday Fun Day Show, 9:49 now on this Sunday morning. I'm your host, Randall White, and we are rounding out the second hour of the program with our Explore California segment, heard each week through December. It is our goal to give you some really great ideas for enjoying yourself, or perhaps with the holidays upon us, some gift ideas that will be used and enjoyed with big savings for you. That's the key. We've teamed up with an organization that pulls together a huge range of activities here in the Golden State and beyond. And in doing so, we are able to get you a 15% discount if you decide to buy something by using the promo code EDE for Eat, Drink, Explore. And I hope you're hungry today because we're highlighting some of the state's most outstanding culinary tours, including stops in Santa Cruz, Carmel, San Luis Obispo, and West Marin, my home county there. 4 places in our state where foodies are indeed in heaven. Michelle Geib joins us now. She's with Experience Days, the company we've teamed up with. Michelle, before we get to the food tours, if somebody buys a tour between now and December, they get the 15% off with the promo code EDE. But let's say they're getting it for a friend or a family member as a gift. How long does the recipient have to use that?
The certificates never actually expire, so they can use that whenever they'd like. After 12 months from the date of purchase, the recipient would just be responsible for any price increase in the tour, should there be one.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, they never lose that original value of the gift certificate.
Well, there you have it. So that even makes it a more secure gift, and the people, it's something that they'll end up using and then having those memories.
Of course.
Memories are the best gifts of all, good memories.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, so let's start in San Luis Obispo on this foodie tour that we're taking. And just off the top of my head, I can think of a zillion places people could go for this. What sort of nibbles will people be having with this one?
Well, this tasty tour, they get to do about 6 stops over the 2 miles. It's a 3.5-hour tour, and they're going to taste some great mac and cheese, some authentic Mediterranean foods, fair trade, and organic chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
We also have some locally produced olive oils and cheeses on this tour.
Nice.
And some treats from farmers markets as well.
Oh, yeah. You can't come to San Luis Obispo County without dabbling in some of the farmers market's treats. I imagine there might be some tri-tip included in that. And the Fair Trade Chocolate Company, I know which one it is, and that's a must-do stop. And the olive oils, too. We've become a really huge olive oil producer in this county. So that's a good one. And
yeah.
What will that set people back?
For this tour, it's $69 per person.
That's it? $69?
Yep. $69. Like I said, it's 3.5 hours, and this tour takes place every day, 7 days a week, year-round at 11:30. So it's a great gift.
Is this a walking tour? It's only 2 miles. Yeah.
It is a walking tour.
Okay, that's good. So get on your feet, work off some of the calories, and then add the calories back as you're going.
Exactly.
All right, let's head to one of my other favorite towns in the States, Santa Cruz, and I know at least one of the items is ice cream.
It is, and this food tour of Santa Cruz, it's the Mission Hill District that's going to be covered. This is about 2 miles of walking as well. And it highlights local handmade organic ice cream. There's some microbrewed beers in there.
Oh, there we go.
And inspired Asian fusion. Also olive oils and vinegars on this tour. And then we have the best pizza in town, as well as some award-winning cafe comfort foods.
Oh, nice. So pizza, beer, ice cream
Asian olive oil. You can't go wrong.
Comfort foods. Oh, okay. Yeah, you might have to walk more than 2 miles after that one.
Exactly.
To work some of that off. Both San Luis Obispo and Santa Cruz are fantastic walking cities, and I can see where the concentration is high enough to be able to do that sort of thing. Carmel is the same way. Carmel even more concentrated than the other 2 locations, and that is our next stop.
Yep, this tour gets great reviews from our customers. It's about $69 per person, is also 3.5 hours. It's a little bit shorter. This one's only going to be about 1 mile to 1.5 miles of walking, and you get to visit 6 stops. You're going to taste some amazing cheeses. You get to go to a restaurant that has a wine cellar that holds over 30,000 bottles.
30,000 bottles of wine? Wow.
Exactly. A great local Italian deli that has homemade cheeses and exotic salamis. You also get to visit a local winery, a chocolate shop, and a couple of few gourmet eateries as well.
I imagine along any one of these tours, whether it's in San Luis, Santa Cruz, or Carmel, the tour guides are not just taking you to their favorite places to nosh down on some really great food, but maybe giving you some tips about the town as well and its culinary history.
Exactly, and that's why these tours are so popular, whether it's someone who's been living in the area for a long time, grew up there, or this is their first time. They get to learn a little bit about the history of the town, as well as the particular establishments that they're visiting, and a lot of times they even get to meet and interact with the owners, which is really great and kind of makes the food that much more special.
It does, because you then learn the ideas behind the food and why the person has the passion for it and those sorts of things. I went online to look at some of the different tours, and you're right, they get great reviews. The people just seem to really like it, whether they're locals or visitors, like you said.
Yep, and young and old, these are great activities to do. It's fun for the whole family.
Now, I grew up in Marin County, which is our next stop, and on Saturdays or Sundays, I grew up in the era of taking the Sunday drive.
Okay.
And so my parents would load us all into the station wagon, and we would head out to West Marin, and we'd always make a stop at the Marin Cheese Factory, which has this beautiful lake with ducks, and you sit out there, and you sit among apple trees, and you can pick a fresh apple if you want or what have you, and have a picnic with this really great artisan French cheese. Never thinking that this sort of thing when I was a kid, that this sort of thing would become a huge trend, a couple of decades or several decades later. West Marin has become the cheese capital of Northern California, I believe, and that is one of the big focuses of this West Marin tour.
It is. You can actually choose between 2 different tours, one of which is a cheese lovers tour. So if you love cheese, this is definitely the tour for you. Mm-hmm. You get to visit 4 award-winning creameries and sample over 30 different cheeses. So it's certainly a day full of cheese.
Cut out cholesterol the whole week before.
Exactly.
Blue cheese is the big one in that realm. Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely a gourmet. It's a 5-hour tour and includes a delicious picnic lunch.
5 hours?
5 hours.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're out of time, but more information available at experiencedays.com. That's the letter X, experiencedays.com. We have a link at eatdrinkexplore.com. Michelle Geib, thank you so much. And everyone, don't forget EDE for your 15% savings.
Thanks, Randall.
All right, everyone. That does it for us this time around. We'll catch you back here next week. I'm your host, Randall White, saying bon appetit.
You've been listening to the Eat, Drink, Explore radio program.